This is Concept E classes, and today we'll deal with the question and answers of Chapter 9, Reproduction in Animals. So before we enter into the exercises, let's take a quick revision of what all we have studied in this chapter. First, we saw the modes of reproduction. There are two forms of reproduction, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Now, what is sexual reproduction? In sexual reproduction, the offspring or the young one is produced from two parents, that is a male and female. Then we saw the subtopics such as male and female reproductive organs, fertilization, zygote and all. Then we saw the development of an embryo, viviparous and oviparous animals, and how a young bud grow into an adult. Then we saw about asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, the offspring is produced from a single parent, that is from the body parts of an organism. And there are many methods of asexual reproduction, but in this chapter we studied about two methods. One is budding and the other is binary fission. So let's enter into the exercises. Question number 1. Explain the importance of reproduction in organisms. So we have to explain why reproduction is important in organisms. Reproduction is essential for the continuation of a species. If organisms have not reproduced, what will happen? The species will not be able to exist for a long time and may soon be extinct. Hence, reproduction is very important as it ensures the continuation of similar kind of individuals generation after generation. Question number 2. Describe the process of fertilization in human beings. So we have to explain what is fertilization and the process of fertilization. So the first step in reproduction is a fusion of a sperm and an ovum, that is an egg cell, and this process is called as fertilization. In males, the sperms, they are produced by the testis, which is a male reproductive organ, and in females, the eggs are produced by the ovaries. When sperms, they come in contact with an egg, one of the sperm may fuse with the egg. Then the nuclei of the sperm and the egg, they fuse to form a single nucleus, which results in the formation of a zygote. Zygote is actually the beginning of a new individual. Then this zygote, it divides repeatedly to give a rise of a ball of cells, and that cells then develop to form tissues and then organs of the body. This developing structure is termed as embryo. And then the embryo, it gets developed inside the uterus, that is it gradually develops hands, legs, eyes, etc. And then this stage of embryo, when all the body parts can be identified, is termed as fetus, and when the development in the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to the baby. If you want to know more about this, please check out the first video of this chapter. You will understand more about the process of fertilization. Question number 3. Choose the most appropriate answer. A. Internal fertilization occurs where? Inside the female body, outside the female body, in male body, outside the male body. So where does internal fertilization takes place? It takes place inside the female body. And the fertilization that takes place outside the female body is termed as external fertilization. Now let's see the B part of question number 3. A tadpole develops into an adult frog by the process of, is it fertilization? No, fertilization is the process of fusion of a male gamete and a female gamete to form a zygote. So it is not fertilization. Is it metamorphosis? Yes, the answer is metamorphosis. The transformation of a larva into an adult is termed as metamorphosis. So tadpole is the larva form of a frog. So that transformation of a tadpole into an adult frog is the process of metamorphosis. Now see, the number of nuclei present in zygote is it 1, 2, 4 or none? Of course the answer is 1. When the nuclei of a sperm cell and the nuclei of an egg cell fuse together, they form a single nuclei, and that fertilized egg is termed as zygote. Question number 4. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. A. Oviparous animal give birth to young ones. Is it true or false? Oviparous animals, they lay eggs and the young one hatches from these eggs. Hence, the answer is false. Oviparous animals, they do not give birth to young ones. B. Each sperm is a single cell. The answer is true. Both sperm and ovum is a single cell. C. External fertilization takes place inside a frog. Is it true or false? It is true. D. A new human individual develops from a cell called gamete. Is it true or false? It is false, because a new human individual, it is develops from a zygote. Gametes are the organism's reproductive cells or sex cells. So the answer is false. Egg laid after fertilization is made up of a single cell. Is it true or false? It is true. Amoeba reproduces by budding. Is it true or false? It is false, because amoeba reproduce by binary fission. Fertilization is necessary even in asexual reproduction. Is it true or false? Of course it is false, because in asexual reproduction, an offspring is produced from a single parent, that is from the body parts of an organism. Hence, fertilization is not required in this type of reproduction. So the answer is false. Binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction. Is it true or false? It is true. We studied two methods of asexual reproduction. One was budding and the other was binary fission. I. A zygote is formed as a result of fertilization. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Zygote is formed from the fusion of a sperm and an ovum, and this process is called as fertilization. Now, an embryo is made up of a single cell. Is it true or false? It is false, because the zygote cell, it divides repeatedly to give rise to a ball of cells, and then this ball of cells, it begins to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs, and this developing structure is termed as an embryo. Hence, we can say that embryo is not made up of a single cell. Question number 5. Give two differences between a zygote and a fetus. A zygote, it is a fertilized egg. It is formed from the fusion of a sperm and an egg cell, whereas a fetus, it is a stage of the embryo where all the body parts can be identified. So the zygote cell, it divides repeatedly to give a ball of cells, and that ball of cells then form groups of tissues and organs of the body, and that developed structure is termed as embryo. And when the embryo, it develops in the uterus, like it forms body parts such as hands, legs, head and all, that stage of embryo is termed as fetus. Now, zygote, it is a single cell. Fetus, it consists of a group of cells, as I mentioned earlier. It develops into different tissues and organs of the body. Zygote, it is a beginning stage of an individual, whereas fetus, it is a final stage of a baby. And when the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to a baby. Define asexual reproduction and describe two methods of asexual reproduction in animals. So, the reproduction in which the offspring is produced from a single parent, that is from the body parts of an organism, is called as asexual reproduction. Example, Hydra and amoeba. And the two methods of asexual reproduction that we studied in this chapter was budding and binary fissions. Let's describe these two methods. When we observe an hydra, there may be one or more bulges in the body of the hydra, and these bulges are called as buds. These buds are the developing new individuals. Then after it develops itself, the new hydra, it separates itself from the parent hydra to form a new hydra. Since new individuals develop from the buds in hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called as budding. Now let's see what is binary fission. This type of asexual reproduction is observed in amoeba. It begins with the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. And then its body, it divides into two, each part receiving a nucleus as well as a cytoplasm. Finally, two amoeba are produced from one parent amoeba. This type of asexual reproduction in which an animal reproduces dividing into two individuals is called as binary fission. We have explained these two methods in detail in the first video of this chapter. Question number 7. In which female reproductive organ does the embryo get embedded? In which female reproductive organ? Inside the uterus. So let's see how. Fertilization results in the formation of a zygote, which then begins to develop into an embryo. How? The zygote cell, it divides rapidly to give rise to a ball of cells. Then this ball of cells, they form groups of cells that develop into different tissues and then organs of a body. Then this developing structure is termed as an embryo, and then embryo gets embedded in the wall of uterus. So this is the female reproductive organ where embryo is embedded. Then the embryo, it develops inside the wall of the uterus, and then it gradually develops body parts such as hand, legs, eyes, etc. And that stage of embryo is termed as fetus. And when the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to its baby. Question number 8. What is metamorphosis? Give examples. So we'll see what is metamorphosis through examples. The new individuals which are born or hatched from the eggs, they continue to grow till they become adults. In some animals, the young ones may look different from that of adults. For example, in the life cycle of a silkworm, the egg, it then transforms into a larva or a caterpillar, and then into a pupa, and then into an adult butterfly. Similarly, frog, the eggs, then it develop into an early tadpole, then to late tadpole, this is the larva, and then into an adult frog. So this transformation of a larva into an adult through drastic changes is called as metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the transformation of a larva into an adult. And the example is the life cycle of a silkworm, where an egg, it transforms into a larva or a caterpillar into an adult butterfly. And another example is a frog, where a tadpole, it transforms into a adult. And this transformation of an larva into an adult through drastic changes is called as metamorphosis. Question number 9. Differentiate between internal fertilization and external fertilization. The fertilization that takes place inside the female body, that is, the fusion of the male and female gametes, takes place inside the female body, and that type of fertilization is called as internal fertilization. And the fertilization in which the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body of the female is called as external fertilization. In internal fertilization, the chances of survival of the offspring is more, hence less number of eggs are produced. Whereas in external fertilization, the chances of survival of the offspring is less, hence more number of eggs are produced. For example, in the case of a frog, we have seen that it lays thousands of eggs. So because the chances of survival of the offspring is very less. Example of internal fertilization is humans, cats, dogs, hens, etc. And example of external fertilization are fish, starfish, frogs, etc. Question number 10. Complete the crossword puzzle using the hints given below. First, the process of fusion of gametes. So the one is the process of fusion of gametes is termed as fertilization. 6. The type of fertilization in hen. It is internal fertilization. The term used for the bulges observed in the sides of the body of a hydra. They are called as buds. Eggs are produced here. In which organ is eggs produced? In the ovary. Sperms are produced in these male reproductive organs. What are those organs? Testes. Another term for in vitro fertilization, IVF. Fourth, these animals lays eggs, oviparous animals. And which is a type of fission in amoeba? Binary fission. So that's all for the question and answers of chapter 9, reproduction in animals. Tune in soon for the next session. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe if you find the contents useful. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. Take care and bye-bye.